Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. I am super excited that you're here. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all, today we're talking about wrestling, or as we say in the South, wrestling. And you're like, girl, do you know anything about that? Not one bit, but we gonna make it do what it do because interviewing is my thing. And I know some of you are wrestling fans, so I want to make sure that you know all about WWE's Survivor Series. It is streaming exclusively on Peacock on Saturday, November 26th at 8 o'clock. Again, it's Saturday, November 26th at 8 o'clock on Peacock. In the house today, I have the Chief Hurt Officer himself, WWE Superstar Bobby Lashley is in the building, y'all. We're going to talk about the 35th Annual Survivor Series and more. Stay tuned. Hi, Bobby. Welcome to Check the Rhymes. How are you?
Oh, thank you. I am fantastic.
Great. I know that so many people are excited about the Survivor Series, including my father, who is a huge fan of yours, by the way.
That's awesome. They should be excited. This is going to be a great pay-per-view.
So tell me, what can fans expect with because this is the 35th annual event, so what can we expect?
Well, being 35th annual, it's one of the pay-per-views that are favored amongst fans across the world. Survivor Series has always been a really cool one. That was like my first big pay-per-view. I was in the ring with like Shawn Michaels, Batista, The Big Show, Kane, Rey Mysterio. It was so many cool people when I first started out. I was in the middle of this match with all these guys. So for me, it was incredible. But you know, this year it's the same thing. It's the best of the best. We bring our best guys to this pay-per-view and have just an amazing show, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, like I said, you know, we have Raw on Monday nights, we have SmackDown on Friday nights, and this is the one pay-per-view that you see a big mix of everybody just going in there and doing it, just having a great match and fighting and doing it all. So if there was a pay-per-view that you had an opportunity to see, if you can get to this one's definitely one that'll make you a wrestling fan for life. Or if you have an opportunity to see it on pay-per-view, man, it's probably our top 3 biggest pay-per-views. Of course, WrestleMania being the biggest, and then arguably SummerSlam, Survivor Series, the Rumble. Those are 3 of the other ones that we regard as, you know, our number 2 pay-per-view. So we'll see which one's going to actually be the number 2. I think this one might be it, just because of the cast that we'll have at this pay-per-view.
Okay, and this is the first year that the War Games matches will take place, right? War
Games, yes. It's a different style, you know. Triple H has taken over, and this is something that he used in NXT, and it was like hugely popular. It's just kind of a little mix of what the normal Survivor Series used to be, just a different twist to it. But it was really cool when it went over in NXT, so he just brought it on the main roster. So everybody was excited about it. I mean, the wrestlers were going to have to put in a little bit more time and effort into it because it is a lot more impactful. But ultimately, it's going to be a great pay-per-view for the fans.
Well, I'm always curious about how you, and I'm Southern, so I'm like wrestlers, but wrestlers, how you guys prepare for a match like this or matches like this. Like, this is a huge event. Is your approach to this event like a little bit different than your other ones?
Not me. I'm a workaholic, so I prepare for everything like it's the most important match of my life. So this, of course, I'm going to be training the same way. This is like the Rumble in the sense where you have a possibility of being out in their ring for a very, very long time. So maybe up in cardio a little bit just in case you're one of those guys that start and have to be there all the way to the end. You might have to be ready for it. So ultimately, always stay in shape, but maybe ramp the cardio up a little bit more before this one because you might be spending a little bit of extra time in that ring.
And I'm nosy. What do you eat ahead of the matches? Like, do you have do you load down on carbs or just eat whatever?
Everything. You know, some guys have those diets where they do the intermittent fasting, they do the carb, they do all these different diets. I don't really have one. I just try to eat and I try to work out. I work out like crazy. I love working out. It's just my in my DNA. It's my makeup. So I like to get good workouts in, and I like to eat good food. So for me, leading up into this one, I might up the calories a little bit because I will be working out a little bit harder. So it's everything. I love cookies, so I can get a little bit of sweets in there. But ultimately, I try to eat fairly healthy, but I eat.
Okay. All right. I'm glad to hear you're just like us regular folks. What do you do in your downtime? You said you are a workaholic. Is there anything like that you do just, to kind of take a break from working?
Well, some things are just staples in my life. Like I like to work out. I don't look at that as work. But when I'm not working, I like to spend time with my kids. I like to do just regular family stuff. I like to travel. I do a lot with real estate, so that is my other passion. I've been buying a lot of houses and renovating them, flipping them, getting rentals, all kinds of stuff. So I do a lot of business stuff. Over the pandemic, I've learned how to trade stocks. so I do a lot of different right now. But what I try to do is I try to keep work, and then when I'm at home, I try to get a little bit of separation just so that I have that hunger when I go back to work. So when I leave the ring, I leave Bobby there, and I go back and I just have fun with my kids, and I do some different things to kind of further my career and set up myself for retirement.
Well, I can't wait to check out the Survivor Series streaming exclusively on Peacock on Saturday, November 26th. Thank you so much, Bobby, for checking the rhymes.
Thank you.